Have you seen it yet? It looks a whole lot like an iPhone, but does it stack up with its competitors? Stick around. I'm going to talk live with our tech expert to get his take. Samsung now helping people at several major airports across the country get rid of their Galaxy Note 7 phones. The company will have representatives at SFO all week to help people exchange phones and to give refunds. The recalled phones are now banned from all U.S. flights, this after more than 100 reports of the devices catching fire. Well, Samsung's embarrassing issues, good timing for Google. The search giant is set to release its new phone. It's called Pixel. For more now, we're joined by KTVU tech expert Ryan Eldridge. And Ryan, before we get to Google, what do you make of it? Samsung actually has kiosks now to take in their bad product.
Yeah, I'm at an airport right now, and I know exactly what you're talking. I think it's unprecedented for Samsung to set up a booth, or any manufacturer to set up a booth to exchange your consumer electronics because they explode. So I think that's pretty crazy. Yeah, but let's talk about the Pixel.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But obviously, this does benefit Google, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's like the best time for Google to enter the market with their own phone. This is almost 8 years to the day when the original Android was set to release, and this is the first time Google has actually controlled the entire ecosystem of the phone, from the hardware to the software to the cloud. In fact, Walt Mossberg from the Wall Street Journal has said this is the best Android phone he's ever used.
Wow.
And this is in the same class as the Galaxy S7, the one that Samsung makes that doesn't explode, also with the iPhone. And so it's fast, it's fluid, it takes great pictures. And if you're in the Android ecosystem, it is almost a no-brainer to get something like this. The cons, though, unfortunately, is that we're getting reports that the battery life is a little lacking. Google's reporting that you get about 13 hours of battery life, and it seems like in testing, in real-world testing, we're getting about 9 hours of battery life, which wouldn't let you get all the way through an entire workday without plugging it in. It's also not water resistant or waterproof, and I don't know if you've seen some of the new memes online, but apparently it's a big status thing to bring your iPhone into the shower and talk about how it's waterproof. So there's no waterproofing on it at all, which is a little step backwards, but the camera is amazing. Really great pictures. Probably the best phone or best camera phone for an Android out right now. The other interesting thing is, you know how we're used to unlocking the phone by pressing a little button on the front or whatever. The actual fingerprint scanner is on the back of the phone, which when you think about it, actually makes it a little more intuitive to open. You're never really looking at the phone and pressing the button. You're pressing it from the back when you're looking at the phone.
Yeah, that's going to take me some getting used to because I'm so sort of trained, right, to go the front. So really, what is the hook here? Is the hook a Google suite of all of its internet-powered products?
Yeah, this is the purest way for you to get the new Android 7.0 Nougat without any of the weird bloatware that you get on any other Google or any other Android phone. So it's a really nice experience. It's very fluid and easy to use. It's not a cheap phone, $649 starting all the way up to $869 depending on the size you get. But the specs are identical in both phones except for the size of the screen. So you can get a 5-inch model or a 5.5-inch model. And it has an OLED screen, which actually beats the iPhone screen in terms of the way that it looks and its brightness and its clarity and color. It's a pretty great phone. And you know what? You've also got the headphone jack on the back. But the interesting thing is they don't include headphones in the box for some strange reason. But if you're an Android user and you're thinking of switching over to the Google phone, it is a wonderful contender. But if you're an iPhone fan and you're stuck in their ecosystem like iMessage, iPhotos, and everything else, it's going to be a little harder to switch. But it's certainly something to think about if you're planning on getting rid of your iPhone instead of the iPhone 7.
Yeah, it'll certainly be interesting, too, to see how sales do on Thursday. Hey, Ryan, thanks so much for taking the time. Have a safe trip, all right?
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.